Is having a store for your brand the ultimate key to success? The short form answer of that question would be no, but it can be a total game changer for your brand. It depends when you're talking about ultimate key to success. There's several keys to success, especially when you're running a clothing brand or even a successful business at all. There's a lot of key components that you have to use in operating your business to make sure it's successful. So I don't think one very thing will make your brand successful, but at the end of the day, if that one very thing is getting you 1% better than who you were yesterday, I do believe over time it will be a game changer for you. If you look at the clothing brand industry as a marathon and not a sprint, and a game of longevity, and you trust the process and trust your journey, I guarantee you results will come sooner than you think. It all comes down to consistency and gaining more brand awareness throughout everything you do. When you post content, when you hand out business cards, when you go to random places and place your stickers of your brand's logo, when you talk to different people about your brand, when you get influencers in your merchandise, when you grow your following and do giveaways, you're growing your brand immensely. All that work over time is going to have a compound interest effect eventually, as long as you're working smart. A lot of entrepreneurs who work hard and don't see any results because they're not working smart. So make sure you have a strategic plan behind what you do, even if you don't know exactly what you're doing. While you're hands-on and going through the challenges and process of being a business owner, you're going to get better along the way. You're struggling with content? Don't worry, you're going to get better along the way. You're struggling making sales? Don't worry, you'll get better along the way. Now, specifically for Say Less Ed and I and Say Less Lifestyle's journey, we were in the streets of Chicago, New York City, and we would sell merchandise in these streets. We would sometimes go to these cities with no money in our pockets back in the early stages of our clothing brand journey, and we would say to each other, hey, we're not sleeping at a hotel until we sell this bag of merchandise. So we would go up to random people, hand out our business cards, show some t-shirts to them, make it exciting, maybe do a public interview or two, and go ahead and sell that t-shirt. We did a lot of pop-up shops also that really benefited us. And during this time in 2021, we did realize the power of in-person selling and the power of pop-up shops, which led us to getting our first ever kiosk location in our local mall area in February of 2022, which was a complete game changer for our brand and a great momentum shifter. I remember saying to Say Less Ed, what if we did a pop-up shop every day? Where would we be as a brand? We took that right there, boom, this is what we need to do. This was our next step and that was our next goal. I decided to drop out of college, and 6 months later, in February of 2022, when we were able to get the kiosk location in a mall near us, we were able to take our brand to the next level, in the six-figure level. I no longer had to work a job. I was living full-time off my brand, and I still am currently living off full-time off my brand and multiple sources of income as a 22-year-old six-figure entrepreneur. I'm helping several other brands just like yours through this YouTube content and one-on-one in-depth mentorships. So direct message me on Instagram at Say Less Trent for more info. Now, like I said, when we were selling in these streets and doing pop-up shops, we knew that an in-person location would be a game changer for our brand. We always had dreams of getting an inline store location or a storefront, but we had to start with the kiosk, which was a stepping stone. I worked that kiosk daily and made a whole lot of sales. Each month from that month of February of 2022, we did not see a month under $15,000 due to having our in-person location and the great momentum shift in growing and making Instagram ads and Facebook ads profitable for us to generate a whole lot of online sales. This made me discover the power of in-person selling. Selling to your customer in person allows you to discover your target audience and your target consumer and what they like and what they want. There's going to be several people who shop with you depending on the type of brand you have and who you target, and that's very important to know even when it comes to running ads or anything with your brand. You need to know who your target audience is. You need to know what niche you're in. For my brand, Say Less Lifestyle, we're in the motivational niche, and our target audience are athletes and ambitious individuals. Now, several people can shop with us, but that's who we target and that's who we make our product for. Having that in-person relationship with your customer allows you as a business owner to be hands-on and learn a whole lot more, because we learn by actually taking action and executing and doing these things. We don't learn always just watching or listening. We have to go take notes and execute on what we're learning. Knowledge is powerful, but applied knowledge is the key. 7 months later, after running our kiosk, we got a storefront location very earlier than expected. So with that being said, we were ready for our in-store location, and during our grand opening, we were generating over $50,000 in a month at that time. It was very hectic, but again, one of the best moments of my entire life, opening up that store in my hometown. Now with opening up that storefront, we knew that it would do even better than the kiosk. Now the store is 10 times more work than a kiosk, but I feel like a store creates an environment to make your consumer want to buy, and you got to think of it like this. It's the domino effect. If you get one store, you're bound to get another one and another one and another one, because you've been through the process, and each time you do it, it gets easier and easier, especially if you build up a team around you. I'm not doing this all by myself. I had a team around me, shout out to them, and especially Say Less Ed to help me out. A storefront, like I said, is 10 times more work, so you have to be ready for a store, but a kiosk location is great stepping stone and a great place to start. You can even get a bunch of kiosks. What if you have 4 kiosks in your local mall areas? You can generate revenue a whole lot of ways throughout your business, and in-person selling is a great way to have that consistent income. And you gotta think, running ads online as a clothing brand, it's very oversaturated nowadays. You gotta think, in-person selling and doing pop-up shops and going to your local mall area to get a store or a kiosk, it's very undersaturated in the mall. Yes, you have other businesses in the mall, but it's unlikely to have clothing brands similar to yours that are going to be in that mall, so you could stand out and customers will be walking by. And I do suggest, when you get a in-person location, go observe the type of customers walking in and out that mall on a week-to-week basis. Talk to the leasing office and the leasing manager. Gain all the accurate knowledge you can before you get an in-person location. Entrepreneurship isn't for the weak, and getting an in-person location is not for the weak. So make sure you're ready for it mentally, and as long as you're doing everything the best you can do it, you're remaining positive, and you're providing great quality, success is only a matter of time. Keep doing what you're doing, keep studying up these videos, subscribe down below, and please don't hesitate to message me on Instagram at Say Less Trent for one-on-one help with your brand, and y'all go follow at Say Less Ed too. Also, go follow my brand at Say Less Lifestyle. Appreciate y'all for tuning in once again, and we out of here. Let's go.